Je ne vois pas de Venezuela.
Venezuela, you have the floor. Mr. Chairman, I would like to extend to you my congratulations on your election to be chairman of this committee, and we wish you every success in your work. We would also like to express to Ambassador Fode Sek our appreciation and recognition for his outstanding chairmanship of the committee. Mr. Chairman, after more than 50 years of Israeli occupation of the Palestinian territory and 10 years after the blockade of Gaza, Israel continues to infringe fundamental provisions of international law. It is regrettable to see the prevailing climate of virtual impunity for past and present violations of the human rights of the Palestinian people, characterized by an increase in activities related to settlements and related violations of international humanitarian law and international human rights law. The prolonged Israeli occupation is leading to a progressive deterioration of living conditions for the Palestinians, worsening the opportunity for improvements under a state, putting further away the possibility of a two-state solution. The Palestinian population is being forced to live in marginalization, poverty, and social, cultural, and economic marginalization. Chairman, the tensions, the military incursions, the assaults of the Israeli occupying force, the clashes with young people and Palestinian demonstrators in very many parts of the West Bank occur practically on a daily basis. Venezuela condemns these acts of violence against the civilian Palestinian population, which has cost the lives of significant numbers of women and children. It is of vital importance that Israel put an end to the prolonged and illegal occupation that it maintains over the Palestinian territory, in accordance with Resolution 242 of the Security Council and other relevant resolutions of the General Assembly, and at the same time that they cease the policies of demolition of Palestinian homes and the building of Israeli settlements. One of the most urgent contributions that we as member states can make to channel the process of peace in the Middle East and be effective is to include Palestine as a full member state of the United Nations, recognizing its right to exist as a sovereign Palestinian state that is free and independent, which is able to negotiate on an equal footing, is a step that should be taken as soon as possible in order to overcome the tragic, illegal, unjust, and prolonged occupation. We believe that the recent decision of the government of the United States of America and other governments to transfer their diplomatic offices to embassies in Israel to Jerusalem, unfortunately, is further strengthening the control of Israel and the illegal de facto annexation of the city. In this regard, we reject any measures which would alter the status of corpus separatum for the city of Jerusalem in contravention of international law, including pertinent resolutions of the Security Council and the General Assembly. Venezuela reaffirms its support for the right to self-determination of the Palestinian people, expressed in the existence of a sovereign, free, and independent state within pre-1967 internationally secure borders, with East Jerusalem as the capital of a Palestinian state, which is a full member of the United Nations, which exists in peace with Israel within defined and recognized borders in accordance with pertinent resolutions of the United Nations, in accordance with Resolution 181 of the General Assembly. Venezuela is convinced that there can be no peace in the Middle East until such time as we bring about a definitive solution to this conflict. Thank you very much, Mr. Chairman.
Je vous remercie.
I thank the representative of